Day 78, verses 39 to 40, Conviction versus Doubt. Namaste and welcome to Gita 360. Previously, the Gita described divine knowledge as a great purifier capable of freeing human beings from ignorance and the bondage it creates. Today, in verses 39 and 40, we see the mindset we need to bring this knowledge to life. Those whose faith is true and who have practiced controlling their mind and senses attain supreme knowledge. Through such divine knowledge, they quickly attain everlasting supreme peace. The Gita says that three qualities help a man attain divine knowledge. The first of these is Shraddha, often translated as deep faith. The Gita is not speaking about blind belief or unquestioning acceptance. Shraddha refers to the willingness to trust the path and commit to it before the final result is visible. Without this trust, one may not be able to persevere long enough to experience the results of spiritual practice. The second quality is dedication. Spiritual knowledge is not gained through occasional interest or curiosity. It requires sustained effort and sincere commitment. The seeker must remain focused on the goal rather than becoming distracted by every passing desire or difficulty. The third quality is self-mastery. A mind constantly pulled outward by senses finds it difficult to settle into the introspection and discipline necessary for deeper understanding. When the senses are regulated, the mind becomes steadier and knowledge can take root. When we approach life with these three qualities, clarity arrives steadily and naturally. But ignorant and faithless persons who doubt the scriptures do not attain divine consciousness. They suffer a downfall. For the doubting soul, there is happiness neither in this world nor in the next. The Gita then contrasts the peaceful seeker with the samsayatma, the chronic doubter. This is one of the most direct warnings in the entire Gita, describing the obstacles that stand in the way of true knowledge: ignorance, lack of faith, and doubt. Ignorance prevents us from seeing reality clearly. Lack of faith prevents us from committing ourselves fully to the path, and doubt keeps the mind trapped in hesitation. The doubt described in this verse refers to a condition where a person becomes unable to trust anything, neither the teachings, nor the path, nor their own capacity to progress. Such a mind remains divided within itself. It wants certainty before taking a step. Yet, certainty often comes only after walking the path. As a result, it remains stuck between alternatives, unable to move forward with conviction, struggling to find peace. There are many things in life that cannot be understood from a distance. They reveal themselves only through experience. For example, one cannot learn to swim by just reading about water. A musician cannot master an instrument simply by studying theory. At some point, learning requires participation. Spiritual growth follows a similar principle. Many approach spiritual teachings as observers. They evaluate, compare, analyze, and question. Inquiry is valuable, and the Gita encourages it. But there comes a stage where understanding requires practice. Without sincere engagement, spiritual knowledge remains an interesting concept rather than a lived reality. This is where faith becomes important because it allows us to continue walking before the destination is visible. Every meaningful pursuit in life requires this. We begin a journey before knowing exactly where it will lead. We invest effort before seeing results. We commit before receiving guarantees. At the same time, the Gita cautions us about the kind of doubt that becomes an obstacle rather than a tool. Healthy questioning moves us towards understanding. Endless doubts can keep us standing at the gateway, examining the path without ever taking the first step. Perhaps this is why the Gita places faith, discipline, and knowledge together. One prepares the ground, another steadies the mind, and the third reveals the truth. When these work together, understanding ceases to be a theory and gradually becomes a lived experience. Thought of the day. Doubt paralyzes our ability to live. Conviction gives us the courage to step forward. Pause for a moment today and think, where in my life am I waiting for certainty before taking the next step? Thank you for joining me on Gita 360. May we cultivate the faith to begin, the discipline to continue, and the openness to recognize truth when it reveals itself.